We're going to do a map review. And do all sorts of crazy clips and maps. But just for this one, Warzone, and you want to get the multiplayer and you want to see what the maps are like, I'm going to give you the objective areas. I'm going to give a rundown on all of that. So it's on unlimited time, so I can spend as much time trying to show you this map. And let's go. Okay, Ramazza. The reason why I'm doing Ramazza first is because Ramazza is one of the best maps, in my opinion. Not just for fucking free-for-all. Free-for-all is my main mode, but I do play other modes like 10v10 and... Got my obsidian org. Sorry for flexing on all you people. Just thought I'd bring it out as I run around the map. So, Ramazza is a fairly... I wouldn't call it big, but it's certainly bigger than most maps. So let's take you to the middle of the map. Okay, now you want to keep in mind that there are 3 main buildings on this map. 3 main buildings. This is the first one. There's multiple ways you can get up on this building. You can get up on this ladder that I literally just went on. You can go down it, you can go up it. You can jump from here to here, climb up on this ladder, horrible fail, and you can go back this way, you can go back that way. The most common way to get to this building from this side of the map is to come from here. And keep in mind that when you're up here, the only way to get up here is through this part of the building. This is a mosque. A mosque in construction, so you can go up these stairs or that set of stairs, whichever one you want to go to. There is a ladder up here, but I don't usually go up there, so you want to come up here. I usually take the left path, because if there's a sniper here, he can't hit you if you're behind here, and this is a really good fucking shot, or he has FMJ. Or he's waiting for you on the other side, coming this way. He can't shoot you. If you're over here, he cannot shoot you, because this building is in the way. So keep in mind, when you're running through here, he can shoot you if you come in this direction, or if you're coming from that direction. So keep in mind. Also, you can get up here. And getting up here is a good way if you want to throw someone's aim off if they're coming from there, but don't try it, because this middle area is the heart of the map. This middle area is what dominates the map. You can dominate the fucking walkway here. You could dominate down near the B domination flag. Give it a second. Okay. I was just checking something. My apologies. The most common way to get around this map is to go up the staircase, or take any of the ladders. The ladders are very good to take because they allow you to just literally get around the map really fast. But if somebody's camping this mid-building, or somebody's watching you climb up to mid-building, they're just going to shoot you off the ladder. There's a ladder here, there's a ladder there, there's a ladder over there. There's a lot of ladders on this map. There's a ladder to climb to the mosque, so do keep in mind that there are ladders everywhere on this map. This is what I think is a... I don't know, a rest room for the people who work here. I honestly don't know. Somebody's gonna have to tell me what it is. But whatever it is, it's a small little room. This is one of the most common rooms in the game because it allows you to get the jump on any player. Coming out from there, sitting up on there, coming out of this fucking doorway up to the stairs or down from the stairs. Yes, you can jump up here, but somebody can shoot you from there, Somebody can shoot you from there, somebody can shoot you from there, here, 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 or here. This is the most common spot you're going to get shot from. If you climb up here to shoot someone here, somebody over here, if they decide to come around that corner, or if they're already on this head glitch, they can shoot you in the back, and they will kill you. Got my shield, so the shield will cover my back. So if you like sitting in this room, beware. There's always a guy waiting for you right fucking there, and you can't shoot him. Is to one, come down the stairs, the set of stairs here. They're very tight, so be careful. If somebody's got claymores here, or mines, or they're using a shotgun, or if they're using a shield, they're going to stop you from coming up. Do keep that in mind. So if you don't like coming up sets of stairs this fucking tight, I suggest you go around. Many people think that you can actually get on these boxes and get inside here. You can't. That set of boxes is only here for one fucking reason, and one reason only, and that's to stop people from fucking shooting you as you come out from there. Or vice versa. You can't fucking come out of the doorway and shoot people from here unless you expose yourself. Now, if you're really good at parkour, not like me, I'm not that good, you... actually no, it's completely glitched off. Okay, this is actually an invisible barrier. You can't get on top of these boxes and shoot people coming from there. The only way to confront this spot is to get on this set of stairs, come up here, and shoot. You can mount here and shoot them as they come through, or shoot them as they jump over, or go to run away and jump back over it. Let me change my field upgrade, give it a second. You can... This is the courtyard. It's fairly covered, I would say. Now, you can actually jump on this huge munitions, these crates. You can jump on top of them, and you can jump on these artillery shells. And there's actually a gap that you can shoot through. This gap here. If you're sitting up here, keep in mind, try not to climb up this way, because if you climb up, they might shoot you as you climb up. And if you climb up this way, a guy who's fucking sitting there, or sitting there, will see you. So always try your best to climb up here, because this guy will struggle to hit you if you climb up this way. Because then you can just crouch behind the box. But if you climb up this way, now he can fucking hit you. You can get hit from here, here, and here. But if you climb up here, in some situations this guy over here can hit you easier. But this guy, he can't even fucking see you. And this guy, he can see you, but only if you expose yourself. In which case, if he exposes himself, dead. You just literally just killed him. I don't exploit this head glitch too much, because, well, one, it's disgusting, it pisses people off, and I generally don't like the climbing in this game because it's a little bit wonky sometimes, but the spot can be good if you're playing on S&D, if you're defending the bomb. I think, to the best of my knowledge, the bomb site is right here. I think it's right here, or it's right here. I'm pretty sure it's right here. So, if a person is coming out this direction, get up on the truck, or whatever this fucking vehicle is, and shoot them as they come in. You can easily crouch behind this box, and you'll be able to see their name tag as they come down, even though you can't see them, and then you can just... dead. Put a few bullets in them, and they'll be fucking taken out. This corner sees so many people running around it, camping in it. You'll see campers placing claymores on this side, you'll see campers placing claymores on this side. Honestly, this corner is the death of fucking hundreds of players. Coming around this corner is a risky fucking move. You never know if somebody's head glitching behind this fucking pile of bricks, or if there's somebody camping in this fucking window, or, in that case, waiting down there. Generally speaking, expect them to come from two areas. If you're on the receiving end, because usually when you're in this fucking tunnel area, if you're coming from the spawn, See, it tells you from the map you got ruins. So say you're coming from the market spawn, or the road east, or the market spawn I should say, because you sometimes will spawn in here, so especially if you're playing domination. Come down here. Keep in mind you can't get shot. You can never get shot when you're running down here unless somebody's head glitching over this. Unless they like fire an RPG or they shoot a lucky crossbow bolt or toss a frag. There's no way you can be shot when you're in here unless they come from here, shoot you from behind, or they somehow fucking toss a frag. But nobody can shoot you from there unless they head glitch. So when you're running through here, you're actually quite safe, even though it's actually fairly fucking open. Just don't let people get behind you, and you'll be fine. And generally speaking, people are too scared to come up to here and shoot you, because if they do that, then guess what? They can get shot from here, they can get shot from here, they can get shot from here, they can get shot from a guy who's going to take advantage of the fact that you're over here. He might come around the corner, and now you're dead. You could sit in this corner and wait for them to come out. In fact, you could even prone and wait for people to come around this corner. Stab you or blow you up or fucking shoot you or whatever. So try your best to not fucking come around this corner and sit in it. Try your best to approach the fucking spot from here. And try to crouch, don't stand up, because if you stand up, you won't be able to see because you got this fucking thing in the way. So try and crouch, or your best solution, even though this is a very predictable spot, this has the best cover. This has the best cover. This is less predictable, but if the enemy is smart, especially if he's like a fucking competitive player, he's going to know you're fucking there if he decides to come up here, and he's going to be aiming at this spot. He's not going to approach the corner from this spot, because if you approach from here, you're increasing your high ground, and this guy from here can shoot you. But if you come from here, not only does he get an angle on the guy coming out here, this guy in this room, he can't fucking hit him because that thing's in the way. But you can still fucking see him. What is this guy gonna do? Jump out and shoot you? He ain't gonna jump out and shoot you, and he ain't gonna go around, because if he goes around, guess what? Now you get an angle on him, and you can shoot him as he comes out. So, best recommendation, if somebody's fucking sitting in this fucking staircase, do not approach him from here. Sometimes you should, sometimes you shouldn't. If the player who is sitting in this fucking window got here before you got here, do not approach here. But if this player is not smart enough to approach this first, then you can take advantage of that and kill him. Okay, now let's show you some fucking nasty spots. You can actually head glitch on top of here. You can jump somewhat. It's a bit hard to mount on here. I wouldn't really recommend it. It's a bit weird in this spot because the fucking pillar does block, or the bricks do block most of your fucking view. But you can use this to your advantage to get a head glitch on them. So if they come around the corner, you can spray them and they're dead. This road is pretty dead 90% of the game. Nobody really comes down here. If there's a guy camping at here on the head glitch, do not ever come down here. Like I said before, this area is pretty it doesn't have much cover. It doesn't really see much, I guess you could say, people quote unquote dying here. But if somebody is fucking got this fucking area locked down and they got claymores locking down that left alleyway, honestly, I would rather run down here than run down here, because this area has no fucking cover at all. You can't hide here, he's still going to hit you. Can't hide here, still going to hit you. It doesn't matter. If somebody's sitting on that fucking spot, then they're going to kill you. Best recommendation, do not approach this fucking alleyway, or the ruins I should say, when there's a guy sitting on here. Try your best to come to the right and approach it from here, so that you can get a jump shot on him, or get the jump on him. There's only one downside to this spot, and that's that if there's an enemy sitting in this fucking window. Oh, how rude am I? I forgot to mention that there's another fucking ladder here. This ladder is actually extremely fucking annoying to climb. I'll show you why in a minute. So if somebody's sitting up here, which if you're playing domination and the enemy team is smart and they've got fucking B locked down and they've got their point, which is down there, C, which is back in the store, they will definitely be locking down this fucking alleyway, because this is your only objective, and this objective is a pain in the ass to cap. The other one's a lot easier to cap. B and this one are a lot easier to cap. This one's absolute shit, because people can still fucking toss grenades in here. People RPG from here into here, and the objective's right here, so people can still RPG. Sometimes the door's left open and people can fucking shoot you with snipers. Sometimes people will flank through here and kill you. This is the barber shop, by the way. This is a very common spot. Sometimes people will sit behind here and shoot you as you come out. Sometimes people will sit in this bush. I actually died to a guy, fucking, I think it was a few days ago, to a guy abusing this spot. You can sit in these bushes and shoot anyone that comes out, and now they're dead. Best solution: you don't want to ever approach this doorway. You want to somewhat peek the doorway, see where they are, and try and find them. Another solution: say you're coming from here and you want to approach the guy in here, open up the doorway slowly, check if he's in that corner, because some people will literally do this. They will literally stare at the doorway. I know it's predictable, it has less cover. I know it's got less cover, but it's not predictable. Nobody expects you to just be standing in the doorway, and then as soon as you open it, they just spray for the door and kill you. And if they have FMJ, they're going to kill you. They're going to spray for that wall. And if they have a very high caliber gun, they're going to spray for this wall and kill you too. Try your best, if you're fucking the one defending this room, to not sit in the room, because if they toss a C4, you're dead. Try and camp here or get back here. Almost nobody will expect you to go to the east road, or if you're even more cocky, come back here and you can approach it from here. Especially if you have a sniper or an LMG, somebody tries to come down there, you can just spray them down. This bush barely gets used, but don't be surprised if there's a camper fucking abusing this part of the map. People do go here from time to time. This is a very common free-for-all spawn, and this is a very common fucking domination spawn. So, do keep in mind people will camp there. You can also camp behind here. It's not the best spot in the game, but it can be used. I don't know what this room is. It's apparently just called Market Rooftops, but it's got a few. I did a video on this map, and you can actually see a little bit of this part of the map. So if people are rushing to B, you can kill them. Very easily you can kill them. There's only one downside to this spot, and that's that if somebody somebody's sitting here, they might be able to see you, and then they can shoot you. Or better yet, they might approach it from here. And in some cases, people will literally aim at this fabric and spray you for the wall, because that's only a piece of plywood. And even 9mm rounds, which is in my AUG right now, will go straight through that and kill you. Almost instantly. You will die in a few bullets. That wood is only there for fucking visual obscurance. It's not really there for actual protection. That piece of wood will almost never protect you, so do not fucking rely on it. Many people don't know this, but you can actually walk on this, even though my feet are clearly off it and clearly not even touching it. You can actually go on this. Now, I recommend you don't go on it because more of your body is exposed, and you also make a loud fucking noise when you're stepping on it. And if they hear the steel noise, they will know straight away that you're stepping on this. The only reason you would ever go prone on it is if you want to get an angle on this guy. But in my opinion, if you want to get an angle on him, you can literally prone behind the ladder or crouch behind the ladder and aim at the fucking doorway, at the bottom of the doorway, and then shoot him his feet as he comes in. That's the better solution in my opinion. This is not a very, believe it or not, many people say this is a common area to get up here. I don't believe that. I very rarely see people come up here and then shoot anyone that's in here. I actually very rarely see it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just because I play a lot of free-for-all. But I don't see many people actually climbing up here. Generally speaking, people climb this very long ladder. You can also jump on this. Fuck, that actually fucking hurt. To myself. You can climb on these. Keep in mind, people will abuse the fuck out of these fucking bricks. If they think you're coming out, they're going to sit on this head glitch. Or if they're fucking here, keep in mind, they could crouch behind here and wait for you to come around this direction. Or they could fucking literally just fucking aim here and then do that with their fucking analog stick. Try and approach it. If you think there's somebody on the staircase, don't approach it from here. Approach it from here. If you approach it from here, you could be shot from that window, and you can be shot from fucking at the staircase. If you crouch or approach it from here, you can't be shot from anywhere else but there. But then if he tries to shoot you, you can shoot him, and if you're better than him, or you got a better gun, or he's not that good, you'll easily win that fight. This is the next spot on the map. This is an electronics shop. This is the back room of the shop. This is probably the most dead part of the map. This part of the map almost never sees action. This fucking little room here. It almost never sees any action. This part of the map is completely dead. More dead than the East Road. You can't actually go in here. You can go behind this car, but you can't jump on it, so I recommend you don't go here because it doesn't got very good cover. Keep in mind though, you can mount on it, so if you want to get a guy that's coming down here and you don't want to fucking approach the window, you can go behind the car and mount, or you can just prone or wait it out. You can go behind the barrels. You can't mount on them though, so do keep in mind that you will have to actually physically move back or get another angle. You can't mount on this tree. Stay away from that tree because it's just going to get in your way. You can go up here. So you can go over here, I should say. You can't actually get up on this fucking huge piece of wood. You can't. It's quite difficult. This spot is so annoying to climb up. It's so weird sometimes. These sandbags, believe it or not, will not provide you much cover. The only reason these sandbags will ever fucking protect you is if a guy's coming from here in this doorway and he's shooting at you. This is another good camping spot. Somebody's here. Dead. Also, watch out for that doorway. 9 times out of 10, the enemy team cannot spawn here unless they have attack insert, because your team controls this side of the map. Their team will usually spawn this. Expect them to come out of this doorway. You can't see the whole doorway. Or place some C4. Or they'll throw a frag in here, and as you come around the corner, you die straight away. Now you can climb up on this barrel. It's a bit difficult. Sometimes it fucking doesn't work. This is the harder part to jump. Oh, I did it my first go. You can actually jump up on this. could prone on it too. It's a good spot if you want to get an angle on a guy coming out of here. Like I'm coming out of, sorry. I'll quickly show you again. Say you want to get an angle on a guy coming out here. Or coming out there. This is a good spot, but generally speaking you want to sit up on this box. Sometimes what you can do is you can crouch shoot and repeatedly try and aim at that spot. But your best solution is to aim it, get slightly off the box and head glitch, and then you can see the whole thing and you can shoot them. You can even jump on this if you want to. This is the sea domination flag. And this is a very common spawn on free-for-all. People will come out here. So those are I've shown 2 buildings so far. This is the most common building for campers. That's the most common building for holding spawns, but it's not really good for camping because people will fucking shoot rockets and toss grenades and spray heavy machine gun rounds and all that stuff. This building is pretty fucking impenetrable. If somebody has claymores, they're usually going to be placed right here and not over here, because if somebody places a claymore here, it's usually easy to see. But if somebody places it right here, it's a lot harder to expect. Try not to place it here, because then people will see it. But if you place it back here, nobody will expect it. Think about it. If you're approaching this building, you're not approaching from this side. You're approaching from this side. So always try and place the claymore here if you're camping, or place the mine. If you place the mine, it doesn't matter. It's going to blow up and kill them. But if you are placing the claymore mine, place it here. Right where I fucking aimed. Right there. One thing I like to do, instead of waiting for them here, jump up on here and shoot them as they come down. Another thing I like to do on free-for-all is run, jump, and then shoot anyone that comes out of this doorway. This pot can fuck you up. Fuck you, pot, you piece of shit. Break that pot every time you fucking come to this head glitch. Because that pot's going to fuck your visibility up, and it's going to make it hard for you to see anyone coming out of the fucking electronics store. You can pull all the way back and get a better head glitch, but it's harder to see them, or you can approach it from here, and you'll get less visibility as well, but you'll be able to have control, and you can also prone behind it. So you can prone behind it, wait for them, if you hear them, poke up, shoot them. People will sit in these corners a lot. I recommend you close this door all the time, because instead of fucking having to go around, people that come from this building, or this area I should say, will try their best to come through this doorway. Very rarely will people climb up these boxes. If they climb up these boxes, they can be shot. But if they come this way, they can be shot from there or here. And if they come through this doorway, it's super easy. They've got this fucking thing covering them as they run by. All they have to do is worry about that window in this doorway, but if the doorway's closed, nobody's going to shoot them, and then they can open the door. And then they can go up here, or they can go up the stairs. And then they've got the jump on you because they can sit here. So always close that door if you can. And if somebody... People, assuming you're not playing free-for-all S&D, people will do this. Bang, look at that noise you just made. However, if you peek it and then walk up to it, it'll push the door and it won't make any noise at all. It's a lot slower, but it works. Whereas if you just... it still made noise. Not as much as, you know, running into it, but it still made noise. Close the door, peek it, aim it, move up to it. It made no noise. Very little anyway, at least the opening part. If somebody's camping here, this alleyway, approach from here. If somebody's camping in this window, approach from here. You got better visibility. Yes, you got less cover, but it's all about visibility. The whole point of a camping spot is to have a head glitch, so you have visibility, and you can always pull back. If you try to peek from here, you got a person that can shoot you from there, and from there, and from there. But if you're here, he can't shoot you. He can't shoot you. And you can shoot from here. The only bad spot, the only reason this spot is bad, is they usually expect you to come here. Especially if they're coming from there. And they could easily fucking shoot a rocket launcher and kill you, but you know. Do not go up here, whatever you do. Only go up here if you've got a fucking deployable shield, or I don't know, maybe there's a smoke grenade up here and you want to fucking get an angle or something, but yeah, this spot's usually horrible. You can climb up on these boxes. You can go on top of the sheet metal here, the rusty sheet metal. You can climb up. This chair will actually physically block you from moving. Do keep that in mind. You won't be able to go all the way in the corner because this fucking chair and this post is in your way. This pot plant also stops you from moving, so try your best not to like just run that way. Try your best to actually just come alongside it. You can just directly climb into it, and you can also sit up on here, but I really recommend you don't sit in here unless you're fucking trying some like nasty fucking head glitch on someone. You can jump on top of this. If somebody's on the boxes, you can camp here. You can mount, you can even mount down lower and get up here. You can go down here and get up here. It truly depends how you want to camp the building or approach it or whatever. This building sees so much fucking people come through it. Expect there to be claymores, submachine guns, shotguns, everything. A lot of close quarter weapons. People will be spraying hundreds of bullets in this area. If you crouch behind here, you won't be able to see shit because these stupid fucking chairs are in the way. So, only fucking crouch if you're aiming here, but if you're fucking waiting for them to come out here, stand up. And you can also mount on it too, I'm pretty sure, if you do it correctly. Oh yeah, you can mount, but you can't fucking see anything, so it's not really worth it. Don't mount here. It says you can, but there's really no point. You can mount from this angle though, but you got this post in the way, so try not to do it too much. You can mount from here and you got less visibility, but you don't have that stupid fucking post in your way, and if they decide to push out, you can just spray them. There's only one real weakness to this spot, and that's if somebody comes down from here and jumps down and shoots you, or if somebody comes from here, comes around and goes bam, you're dead, or if they're there. Also, if you walk up to the door, you can slightly open and they can shoot you as you come into that doorway. So just be careful of that. Anyway, this is the market. You can climb up on this. I really recommend you never go on this crane. If somebody fucking sees you in this area, you're gonna get fucking mowed down. This is literally the worst spot in the fucking map when it comes to fucking cover. There's no cover here except for this huge truck, and they're expecting you to come there. If you go behind this truck, you can still be shot here, still be shot here. Somebody can still RPG. They can still fucking kill you with explosives like frags and all that stuff. It's not worth ever coming here. And people can shoot you from here. Also, do not run down this fucking alleyway. If you want to flank around and you want to go to here, in this vicinity, go around. Watch out for campers sitting on top of here, or behind it, or sitting in there. Check behind you, make sure there's nobody in that bush. You can climb up here and get an angle and mount. And then what you can do is, if you suspect they're going to be fucking counter-attacking you, you can open up the door. If you stand up, they can shoot you. If you crouch, they can hit you, but if you mount, you got a better head glitch, and you can still fucking see the whole, and you can still aim for the whole building. And sometimes what you can do, close the door, open it a bit. Oh, sorry, so sorry. If the door happened to be open this way, you can peek it a bit. Always close this set of doors too, if you suspect people are coming. Then you can go around. Only do this if you have the time when you're playing like Search and Destroy. And bam. The doors are opened. The doors give you a little bit of cover. And if they open the door, fucking spray them and they're dead. This room is... I wouldn't rate it popular, but it's there. People do use it. So just be wary of that. This isn't a really popular spawn, although at the start of free-for-all, somebody will fucking spawn here. That head glitch up there, be careful of it if you decide to come out this way. And also be careful of people coming out there. So you can mount here, and you can shoot them as they come out. You can even mount alongside these doors. I really recommend, if you think a guy's coming around this corner, don't mount from here. Because if you're aiming here, or you're aiming here, and he comes out a fucking doorway, from there he can shoot you. But if you mount here, it's a lot harder for him to fucking see you, and you got better cover. And you can always just fucking close the door, and prone behind it, and then as soon as you fucking hear them, barge into the door and then shoot them. Quickly climb up this ladder. Stupid fucking ladder, see, you get stuck when you climb it. You can't get in, you have to actually crouch. Doesn't matter how hard you try, you have to crouch and then go in. Mounting, another thing you might not know about this fucking window, is you can never mount here. You can't mount on this piece of wood here, because the ladder is actually blocking you. You can only mount here and here. In my opinion, this mount is better, because it provides better cover. This mount is better for visibility. If you want visibility, choose this one. If you want cover, choose this one. If you're playing domination, choose this one. If you're playing free-for-all, choose this one. There you go. Okay guys, you can comment on here too. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is my first map guide. There will be more. Do tune in for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.